Start number one.
So making this kind of a thing, and just wanted to get together with Daddy from Daddy O'Cast, David McNeil.
Yeah.
And today we're doing a little excursion into humor. We're not going to really get into any theology or philosophy today, but I thought it'd be fun to, Dad and I are always talking about jokes and humor. And so what I did is I printed out 10 AI jokes about leaf blowers, one of Dad's favorite topics.
Oh, my favorite. Not for humor always, though. Cursing sometimes.
And so we're going to go over them. AI, it's amazing how good AI can be for what
it's
what
like
you
a little
might
man,
expect.
obviously.
Well, yeah.
Smart little man.
Smart little man. And
or woman, as it may be.
Well, but it's not, they're not very good. And so we're going to see what we can do to make them better. And try to make each other laugh.
That's right. And make you laugh. And if you think you have a better punchline or setup, please let us know.
Okay? Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So we've got 10.
Number
Do
one,
you want to just start with number one?
Yeah, number one.
Okay. I'll read it from AI. It says, the leaf blower, the suburban instrument designed to answer the question, how can I turn a peaceful Saturday morning into an auditory nightmare for my neighbors? It's like someone took a jet engine, shrunk it down, and said, perfect. Now you can use it to move leaves 6 inches to the left. All right. So the problem for me for this one is it just goes on and on with nothing particularly. Yeah. I mean, it's a good idea. So that's why I think these are good. It was good for a start.
And it doesn't have any punch at the end. So,
right.
So I thought,
okay.
This is the way I read it. The leaf blower, the middle class instrument designed to answer the question, how can I turn a peaceful Saturday morning into a noisy nightmare for my neighbors? It's like someone married a jet engine to a dentist drill and shrunk it down and said, perfect. Now you can be Captain Blaster. How cool.
I like
He's laughing.
Captain Blaster.
Because people just love it. Hey, man, you get you don't even have to work, but you get this thing blowing stuff. I love it. Hey. Yeah.
I think the part of the allure is having okay, so wait.
Powerful.
Before we go on, there's 3 things that we talked about before that are important for a joke, and that one is surprise.
Right.
2 is shared experience.
Identity.
Identifying, something right. Where you
connect
with somebody else, you recognize, And the third one may be, I've always had a podcast once with a friend, Joe, and we always wanted to make sure that the punchline was equivalent. So the longer you go until you get to your punchline has to be that much more
surprising. Now, I have to say, I like the choice of words. I laugh if someone is really chose the right words, like Captain Blaster. Like now you can be superhero would be one thing, but it doesn't get to the point of being able to shove that air out, like
like a rocket jetpack.
Who does that? Like a jetpack. Yeah, we used to have Captain Video when I was a kid. He used to put it on his back. I was wondering how that happened. We had it on at matinee, right? He put this pack on his back. He had this special helmet, I suppose, in case he hit the ground head first. But he put this blaster on his back, and then he blasted off. I thought, how did he not burn his hiney off?
Well, that reminds me of the Rocketeer. For when I was a kid, the Rocketeer, he had the cool helmet, and he could navigate with
Oh yeah.
But you're right, nothing to protect his body.
Yeah, really. That's what's really great about the lawn blowers, man. Nobody's going to get you. I've never seen 2 guys. That's another thing that could be funny. 2 guys having a blast, like a lawn blower fight. Anyway, okay, go to number.
Okay, number two.
Number 2.
Okay.
This is not a great one, but go ahead.
Okay. You live in suburbia when the weekend soundtrack is a symphony of leaf blowers. First, you hear the bass.
Yeah, now we put like
riding lawnmowers. Yeah.
Right.
The riding lawnmowers. Then the sopranos chime in
Right,
with
see.
handheld blowers. Finally, the crescendo from the power washers. Shh. You know, it's like the
Yeah, see, this doesn't do it. You need, I put the hedge trimmers, right?
Yeah, well, then the final
And
thing
then
is the whole performance lacks harmony, but it's never short on volume.
Now, that's a reasonable punchline, but it ain't funny.
Nah.
And I couldn't help it, except for the sounds.
Okay, well, what do you got? Okay.
That's all I had. But I just added hedge trimmers and the sounds.
Well,
first, you hear the bass, riding lawnmowers.
Well, let's change it. Okay, so
let's get a punchline.
Well, first, you live in not suburbia. We're not talking about suburbia here, right? Or suburbia maybe conjures up an idea of
Middle America.
Okay, so Middle America.
I don't like suburbia. It always sounds like Yankees live there. Sorry.
Right. Okay, so you live in Middle America when the weekend soundtrack is a symphony of leaf blowers. Well, is it a symphony of leaf blowers?
No, it's a symphony of lawn machines.
Yes.
Lawn
Let's
machines.
change that. Okay.
First, you hear the bass, the riding lawnmowers, and then the sopranos chime in, the handheld blowers. Finally, a crescendo from the hedge trimmer. The whole performance lacks harmony, but never short on the volume. So maybe the delivery, okay?
Well, but I like the fourth thing, the choice of words. Volume is not the right word.
The whole performance lacks harmony, but is never short on consternation. I don't know.
Wait. We need. Isn't it
bother? I don't know. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Wait. If anybody watching, we got 3 people.
The whole performance lacks harmony, but is never short on. Okay. Let's go down to
something that has to do with lawnmowers. Okay.
Number 7.
Let's just go through all of them.
No, I don't like the other ones.
Oh, okay. Number 7. Ever notice how the constant hum of leaf blowers seems to always sync up with the importance? Ever notice how the constant hum of leaf blowers seems to always sync up with important life moments? It's like they have a sixth sense for inopportune timing. Your firstborn just said their first word. Let me accompany that with the dulcet tones of a two-stroke engine.
Okay. I can appreciate this because this is true. Ever notice how the sudden shriek of a leaf blower seems to always rear up at the wrong time? Like he's saying, your family reunion barbecue has just begun in unusual peace and conviviality. Let me just give you the background music of an unmuffled two-stroke engine.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've had that. I've had to go over and ask people. I might ask my neighbor, there's a young guy, younger than me.
Yeah.
Could you not do that right now? I know he must thought of.
What if we put more emphasis on that by saying instead of where is it? Number 7. Instead of saying let me accompany. What did you have? Number 7.
Let me give you the background music.
Okay. What if instead we say something like,
let me play for you.
Not let me, because to me that's too sympathetic. What if we say something like, wait, what would help this more? Or something like,
wait.
You know what
you
needs?
Need? What you need is the pleasant tones of an unmuffled two-stroke engine.
Wait, you know what this needs?
Hey, Dave, what you need? You know what that needs? What you got?
What
look
you
at
need?
That.
You need what you need.
Look at you guys over there. You look like you're having so much fun. What you need is the background music of an unmuffled two-stroke engine.
Perfect.
Okay.
I like that. Here, write that. You got a pen? Write that.
I don't know.
These are good. Later, we may have a performance of our favorite one, or 2, or 3.
Okay.
Okay, next one. What number?
I have.
So for those of you who are just tuning in, what we're doing is reading. I've printed out 10. I just asked ChatGPT for 10 jokes about
leaf blower.
Leaf blowers. That's what it is. Yeah, 10 jokes about leaf blowers. This is what it gave. I have what it gave us. Dad has what he gave. What he edited,
right.
added, and so and we're gonna work. This is a worker. This is a writer's workshop here.
There we go.
Jokes.
Number 4.
Okay.
You read yours.
Okay. The paradox of leaf blowers is that they're loud enough to wake the dead, yet despite the noise, they never seem to accomplish much. After an hour of ear-piercing cacophony, my neighbor's yard still looks like an abstract art piece titled Chaos in Autumn.
I don't know why you find that so funny. Now you got to realize there's 2 classes. It should be a joke here.
Yeah.
There's 2 classes of leaf blower users.
Oh, okay.
There is your next door neighbor Fred, who loves to get out and be Captain Blaster. He loves it because he can convince his wife he's doing something. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's Jesus, who's out there getting paid $12 an hour, and he'll never stop, man, because it's $12 an hour. Plus, he's Capitan El Jefe, Capitano Blaster. Anyway, I'm just going to start off here with. I mean, really, the point is, Fred may not do a great job. Yeah. But Jesus, man, they do a good job, and when they finish, the lawn is clean and there's a big pile of leaves in front. Okay. Yeah. So you can't make that a joke off of that. So I wrote it. I just rewrote, but the great paradox of leaf blowers, because there is a paradox, and this is the way I read it. Okay. The great paradox of leaf blowers is that they curse dozens of neighbors with painful noise in order to produce a clean green lawn that no neighbor gives a darn about. I should knock on the leaf blower guy's door one day and complain of the few leaves he has carelessly left on his lawn to the detriment of the neighborhood reputation. Now, it doesn't have a good... No, but the point I think is made. They curse everyone. Yeah. But how can we make it funny? It's not funny. Okay. Everybody has to listen to it, but nobody cares whether their lawn has some leaves on it.
Okay, well, what it's lacking in our little quadrilateral or whatever is
the punchline.
It lacks a little surprise. It's a little too narrative. It's a little too narrative.
Well, what if Fred's going to use the leaf blower? What he should do is stand out on the street, a good part of the day and say, "Hey, neighbor, check my lawn. Check my lawn. It's green. It's clean. Did you hear my leaf blower?" Something like that. And I say, "You're laughing." Okay. All right. We need another punchline from you guys.
Okay, but read it again to me. Except when you get to the end,
the new one. Yeah. The great paradox of leaf blowers is that they curse dozens of neighbors with painful noise in order to produce a clean green lawn that no neighbor gives a darn about. What they should do is stand out on the street after they've done their leaf blowing and point to everybody driving by. "Hey, neighbor, check my green lawn out. Clean, no leaves." How about that?
Okay. What about this? Okay. I like where you're going with this, but it goes too long. What if we need a chiasm here? Start with curse. Curse is the neighborhood. What if we say something about, "Hey, neighbor, I've blessed you with not one leaf," or something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Like we have a blessing.
Curse dozens of neighbors with a painful noise in order to produce a lawn that no neighbor gives a darn about. And they can just stand out there on the street and say, "Now I bless you with a clean green lawn." And give a little paper.
Okay, but let's make it more. That's a little too passive.
Quickly.
Okay.
What they should do.
That no neighbor appreciates.
That no neighbor appreciates.
That no neighbor really appreciates. Okay. What they should do is stop every passerby.
That's right.
And say, "Look at my blessed lawn. Not one leaf for you to I don't know.
Yeah, it's still not getting the kick, but the concept is there. So we challenge you, listeners, to give us the
Get us, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now the last one here.
Okay.
The last one.
Okay.
We did the have the sudden shriek of a long blader to rear up at the wrong time. Did we do that?
No. What number is that?
Number 7.
Yeah, we did that.
We did that.
Yeah, we did that.
Okay. Leaf blowers. Number 10.
Number 10. Leaf blowers and lawn care are like the mosquitoes of domestic life. Consistent, noisy, and somehow always there when you're trying to relax. Unlike mosquitoes, however, they don't come with the courtesy of a disappointing they don't come with the courtesy of disappearing in winter. I think disappointing something would be better, but yeah, they don't come with the courtesy of disappearing in winter. That's just
okay. Here's what I said was
okay.
Leaf blowers and lawn care are like the mosquitoes of domestic life. Constant, noisy, and somehow always torturous when you're trying to relax. Unlike mosquitoes, however, they don't have the courtesy of disappearing in winter.
Yeah, but it's the disappearing in winter, I think, it doesn't have the oomph.
Unlike mosquitoes, you can't swat them to go away. Unlike mosquitoes, you can't kill them with a swat.
No,
like you'd like to.
I think it's just too vanilla. What if we turn it? Like, unlike mosquitoes, something like
Laughing.
At least mosquitoes are just itchy or something, unlike mosquitoes or
they're just a mild annoyance. No?
Unlike mosquitoes.
They're about 50 pounds heavier in
so what is something
a yard longer
is like
okay, that's good. He's laughing. Okay,
that's good.
So, let me read it again then.
Okay.
Leaf blowers and lawn care are like the mosquitoes of domestic life. Yeah. Constant, noisy, somehow always annoying when you're trying to relax. Unlike mosquitoes, however, they're like 50 pounds heavier and a yard longer. Thank you. I didn't think it was that funny.
That's good because
I made him laugh.
See, it's a surprise. You're expecting, a real thing that differentiates the two, but obviously it's bigger and longer.
I could just say louder, but we've already said that.
No, you want
we already said that.
Long. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay.
All right. So should we perform
Say good night, Jude. Good night, Jude.
Do you want to read the 3 that are favorite? What would be your favorite of all those? I'll tell you mine.
Well, of course, the sudden shriek of a leaf blower, at the time that you don't need.
That's mine. That's my favorite one. The 2-stroke engine. The 2-stroke engine one is my favorite.
The Great Paradox. No, the number 1, the Captain Blaster.
That's your favorite?
Well, you want my favorite sudden shriek of leaf blower.
Let's read that one then. What's another one? The other one? Your
second
second
the Captain
favorite?
Blaster.
Oh yeah.
I like that better.
Yeah. All right.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is. Let me read yours. I don't have the right.
The sudden shriek.
Yeah. Okay. So
what you need is. So you see right here.
Yeah. Let me see if I can read it like a comedian.
You need some background music. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna read that. I'm going. Okay. You can sort of read it over your mind. Want to read?
Okay, you go first.
Okay, folks. This is my favorite that we created together with you. All right. The leaf blower, the middle-class instrument designed to answer the question, how can I turn a peaceful Saturday morning into a noisy nightmare for my neighbors? It's like someone married a jet engine to a dentist drill, shrunk it down and said, perfect. Now you can be Captain Blaster. How cool. He's laughing. My son. You gotta love somebody who laughs at your jokes. All right.
Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Ever notice how the sudden shriek of a leaf blower seems to always rear up at the wrong time? You're at your family reunion. Barbecue has just begun in usual place, and all the conviviality.
Conviviality.
Yeah. Of what? And
peace
and conviviality.
Yeah, unusual peace and conviviality.
Okay, begin with it. In
family,
unusual peace. In unusual peace and conviviality. Okay, let me start over. Ever notice the sudden shriek of a leaf blower seems to always rear up at the wrong time, the exact wrong time? You're at your family reunion. Barbecue has just begun. In unusual
peace. In unusual peace.
In unusual peace
and conviviality. And your neighbor says,
oh yeah, that's what it is.
That's what you need.
Yeah. Okay, let me start over. Ever notice how this hey guys, have you ever noticed how the sudden shriek of a leaf blower seems to always rear up at the wrong time?
Yes, I do.
You're at your family reunion. The barbecue has just begun in unusual peace and conviviality.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden your neighbor says, hey, you know what this needs? The background music of a two-stroke engine.
That's good.
You know what this scene needs? Oh, hey guys, Mary comes in. Hey guys, you know what this needs? The background music of a two-stroke engine.
That's good.
All right. Well, guys, we just wanted to do a little relief,
little comic relief to start the day.
I hope that was enjoyable for you guys. It was definitely enjoyable for me.
Definitely for me.
So every now and then we'll
give me a little laugh next time the next door neighbor starts with this leaf blower. It will tamper down my anger.
It will quell the rage.
Yes, love your neighbor as yourself.
Amen. Okay, well, thank you, everybody.
Till next time.
We'll see you next week.